Hello everyone, I'm the 5-minute reviewer, and recently I bought Animal Crossing New Horizons for me to play with my son and explore world building and creativity. But is it fun? Is it worth playing? Here's what you come to find out in 5 minutes. First, let me start with story. Now, Animal Crossing New Horizons kicks off when you are transported to this island, which you can decide the time zone is in, and of course you can name the island. And then you have to work off your debt because a house is built for you. And how do you work off your debt, you may say? Well, you can go around and catch insects or fish and sell them, or make materials to be sold. And overall, there's a purpose for you to improve life on the island so much that eventually a pop star will come and visit your island, and that's the ultimate end goal of you upgrading the island. So it's a simplistic story, and I'll leave it at that for you to discover surprises for yourself if you buy the game. Next, I want to go on to presentation, which is how the game sounds like and how the game looks. And I must say, for a 2020 Nintendo Switch game, it looks fantastic. And I want to give a special shout out that a lot of animals that you collect in the game and fossils you pick up actually scientifically accurate as of the year 2020. And I'm quite impressed by the breadth and depth of the animal and fossil collection. So I give top-notch marks for it in these aspects. The game, of course, is considerate enough to put all these collections in a museum which you can visit later in the game. And in case you're wondering, there's no voice acting in the game, and any conversation you have with a islander is just sound very like gibberish, so there's no actual words spoken in the game. But nevertheless, it's a cute game. I can see why this is everyone's cozy game during the pandemic and how it became very popular. Because it does look good and does sound good. But the next question, does it play good? And I'll answer that soon. Now, generally speaking, I'm not a fan of cozy games because I find that the reward and loop structure kind of boring. But I must say, I'm very surprised that Animal Crossing New Horizons have a ton of things to do. I find myself constantly being surprised by the insects I have to catch. And even little events, like later you'll see that the fellow islanders visiting my house when I'm in the middle of changing. And there is all little cute events that I appreciate as a gamer, and I didn't know I wanted in such a cozy game like Animal Crossing. I mean, on top of that, I also get to wish upon a falling star, and some meteor fragments will fall on the island, so you can pick them up to make new materials. And any animals you collect can also be put in a museum, so sometimes I spend a lot of time in the museum admiring my catches and the donations I gave to the museum. And of course, on certain days, there are special events where there are special visitors to the island. There's one Brazilian festival here, and sometimes there's an Easter event during Easter, and there's a Christmas event during Christmas, and a Halloween event during Halloween. So, the number of events and activities I have to do really surprised me from such a simple game. So, I have to give the gameplay top-notch marks. Thus, for me, it's not surprising to give full marks for Animal Crossing New Horizon. For what it does and the audience it aims for, it fulfills such purposes. Since I don't have a Nintendo Switch online account, I can't really comment on the online play. But I guarantee you, even without the online account, you'll still have fun playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. And thus, I highly recommend it. Personally, my favorite experience out of Animal Crossing New Horizons is really the museum. I'm very impressed by the time and effort they used to create a museum, and I do find myself spending hours exploring over it over and over again, admiring it over and over again. So that's my favorite part of Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you want to share your favorite part, do let me know in the comments, and if you do have a chance to see the game on discount, be sure to get it. Thank you everyone, and have a good week ahead. That's my review. Take care.